I'm Sam.
And I'm Meddi.
Welcome to the Community On Demand Virtual AI Money Guide Podcast.
In this episode, we're doing a deep dive on effective communication for collaboration.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We've got another deep dive ready for you. You guys know you keep sending us these incredible resources, and, we're always excited to jump into something new.
Always.
Yeah. And so this time around, we've got these materials from this Build for Your Future course.
Oh, interesting.
Right, and I'm just skimming through it here, and it seems like a really unique approach to collaboration and communication.
Yeah, you know what jumps out at me? It's this scheme investigative process thing they keep talking about.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like combining science and tech and engineering and even arts, all of that, with math into problem solving. It's like, whoa, have you ever?
Yeah, I've never really seen it laid out quite like this.
Yeah.
It's piquing my curiosity, I have to say. Like, how do you even, combine music with engineering?
Right.
Like, they have this whole let's make music activity that looks...
I saw that. That one looks really fun.
Yeah, it looks really, really interesting. And
not just theory, right? They've got these like hands-on activities, and it's almost like games designed to actually bring these concepts to life.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. So like right away in Module 2, they jump right into how important it is to understand different mindsets.
Right.
If you want to collaborate effectively. And they make this really interesting point about like a ripple effect.
Oh, yeah.
How every decision we make, it impacts others.
Absolutely. It's like, that butterfly effect idea.
Totally.
But they're applying it to teamwork.
Yeah. It's like everything's connected, right? And you have to be so self-aware.
So true. We need to get why we do things and how that's going to, change things up in a group.
Absolutely. And they even have this thing, I don't know if you saw it, called the Strategist Mindset. Which is supposed to help you navigate all of this. And they have this quote.
I love a good quote.
Yeah. It says, "Those who know how will always have a job. Those who know why will always be their boss. But those who know what to do always determine the outcome." What do you think? I mean, does it...
You think it's a little simplistic?
I don't know, a little bit, yeah.
I could see that. But I think there's more to it than that, right? Yeah. It's like they're breaking it down into three mindsets.
Okay.
The how, the why, and the what, right?
Right.
I don't know. Think of someone like Steve Jobs, for example.
Okay, yeah.
He, wasn't an engineer.
Right.
But he had that powerful why mindset. He
Right.
knew, we need technology that's both beautiful and, easy to use. And that, vision changed everything for Apple.
No, that's a great example. So it's not like labeling people.
No, not at all.
It's more about, understanding...
Yeah, how they approach problems.
Okay, that's
really interesting.
It's like their go-to, style.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I like that. Okay.
And recognizing those different mindsets can help us, get along better, especially when things get tough.
Totally. Now, they also have this, and this is another one I was a little bit, this thing called the SIMP grid.
Right.
Which is supposed to be like a framework for understanding all these different problem-solving approaches. And they have 6 of them. We got event management, scientific method, business plan, engineering design, analytical induction, and project-based learning.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, right? So how do you even know which one to use?
Well, I mean, I think it seems kind of overwhelming at first.
Yeah.
But the idea is to match the method to the problem, right?
Okay.
So if you're planning, I don't know, a conference.
Right.
Then the event management method that focuses on all the details and the timelines, that would make sense.
Yeah.
But if you've got I don't know, some scientific challenge, then the scientific method, with experiments and all that, that would probably be a better fit.
So it's like having a toolbox
Exactly.
full of all these different approaches, and you've got to kind of
pick the right tool for the job.
Oh, okay, I like that analogy. But how do they connect this back to the strategist mindset thing?
Yeah.
It seems like there's a lot going on here.
Right. Well, they say that knowing your dominant strategist mindset, the how, why, or what can guide you to the right problem-solving method.
Okay.
So if you're a why person, the business plan method might feel, natural.
Okay, that's starting to make sense.
Yeah.
So it's not just about like knowing the methods, it's about knowing like how you like
How you think,
how I think is going to influence.
how you approach problems.
Yeah, okay, that's really interesting. I'm starting to get this.
Good, good.
So I was looking through the materials and they have this, it looks really fun, this let's make music activity.
Oh, yeah.
Where you basically make like a song with your team.
With just your voices.
Using just your voices, no instruments.
Yeah, that's such a fun way to like show how all these individual contributions come together to make something bigger, you know?
Yeah, and I bet it gets pretty chaotic.
Oh, for sure.
Like trying to get everybody to like sync up and...
Absolutely. And I bet it like shows you how important it is to like know your role in a group.
Yeah, totally.
And to have like, you know, a leader, someone to like bring it all together.
Just like an orchestra, right? You need somebody to conduct.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah. Okay, so we've talked about like mindsets and methods,
right?
But like, how do you put this into practice, like in the real world? That's where it gets really interesting, I think. So they have this service learning project called the Stakeholders Dilemma.
Okay.
And it's a pretty wild scenario. Like, imagine a potato chip factory wants to relocate to a new community.
Okay.
But, you know, everybody's worried about like, what's it going to do? What's the impact going to be?
It's a really cool idea, right? It's like a mini version of real world problems.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got like community leaders, business owners, environmental groups, residents, everybody with their own point of view.
And the course uses this, you know, scenario to show how you can use the SIP grid and the strategist mindset to figure out these like tough situations.
Right.
And each like stakeholder gets to pick a problem-solving method and develop a bag of chips strategic plan.
I love that.
I know, right?
It's like
to address their concerns.
It's like a game, but like it matters, you know?
Yeah, it's like a real world game, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty cool. It makes me think about like stuff happening in my own community.
All
you know,
right.
we've got this like development project that everybody's kind of fighting over. And I'm starting to see how this SIP grid thing could be helpful, you know?
Oh, totally. I think that's the point, right?
Yeah.
It's not just for like a classroom.
Right.
You can use it in real life.
It's about moving away from that like me versus them mentality.
Exactly.
And getting to like a we mentality.
Yeah, it's about finding that common ground.
Yeah.
So we can like all win.
The stakeholders dilemma is pretty cool, I gotta say. I kind of want to hear more about how it works.
Well, let's get into it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
They've got all these objectives and strategies to like bring it all to life.
Right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's dive in.
Let's do it.
Okay, so where do these bag of chips plans fit in? It sounds like, you know, snack time.
Oh,
but I have a feeling it's a little more...
Yeah, it's definitely not your average snack break.
Yeah.
So each bag of chips is like a stakeholder's plan, you know?
Oh, okay.
Their strategy to deal with this whole potato chip factory thing.
Okay.
They're using, you know, their SEPI grid method and their strategist mindset and all that to come up with solutions.
So, like, let's say, I don't know, I'm the community leader.
Right.
And I'm worried about the environment.
Right.
What would my bag of chips plan look like?
Let's see. So if you're like a why person, really into sustainability, you'd probably go for that business plan method, right?
Right.
Your bag of chips could be like proposals for eco-friendly factory stuff, renewable energy, maybe even like community gardens.
Oh, that's cool.
To kind of balance things out.
So it's not just about saying no to the factory.
No, not
about like making it work for everyone.
Exactly. And they say that each bag of chips should have these like ready-to objectives, like milestones focused on the community. You know, there's ready to impact where you figure out what the big social and economic concerns are.
Okay.
Then ready to plan where you come up with projects to address those concerns.
So it's about action.
Yes. It's about actually making a difference.
Wow. I mean, it's pretty amazing how they've made it like a game.
Yeah, it is.
It reminds me of those like simulation games where you make choices and then like deal with what happens.
Right. But
this feels more real.
Yeah, the stakes are higher.
Yeah, for sure. And they keep adding stuff, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's ready to build, where stakeholders like come up with solutions, and ready to work, where you're like prepping the community for jobs.
It's like the thought of everything.
Okay, I have to say, it's a lot.
It is. It's a lot to take in.
Could you actually like do this in a real community?
That's a good question, yeah.
It seems very, I don't know.
Idealistic.
Yeah.
Idealistic.
It is. It's definitely complex.
Right.
And you need everyone to be on board, right? But the ideas, I think, those are really valuable.
Okay.
Understanding different viewpoints, finding that common ground, working together, those are important no matter what.
So even if we don't, like, use the whole stakeholders dilemma thing,
Right.
there's still stuff we can learn.
Exactly. And they give you a bunch of tools and resources
Okay.
to help have those conversations. They even have these, like, TRU capability reports.
What are those?
They're like insights into each stakeholder.
Like what they're good at, what they can bring to the table?
So it's kind of like a personality test for collaboration.
Sort of, yeah. But it's more about, like, skills, experience, all of that.
Okay, so you can, like, see what everyone's superpower is.
Exactly.
And then use that.
To build a better team.
I like that. It's not about, like, me.
No, yeah.
It's about us.
Exactly.
This Build for Your Future course is really, it's making me think differently about collaboration.
That's great.
You know, I'm seeing how much potential there is when you bring all these different people together.
Absolutely. And it
Well,
can really change things, you know?
Yeah.
How we work together, solve problems, build a better future.
It's really inspiring.
It is.
Is there anything else we should talk about before we, finish up?
Well, there's this one thing about the stakeholders dilemma that I think is really interesting.
Okay.
Is how they use these STEAM education e-gift card crowdfunding campaigns.
Okay. Now that sounds interesting. What do potato chips and crowdfunding and education all have to do with each other?
Well, it's all about, like, giving the community power and investing in the future.
Okay.
So imagine you've done the whole stakeholders dilemma thing. You've got your bag of chips plans.
Right.
Now you need money to actually make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
They say, do a crowdfunding campaign, but with a twist.
Okay. I'm listening.
Instead of asking for money, you ask for STEAM education e-gift cards.
So you're, like, investing in the community's education.
To support the project.
That's brilliant. So you can see exactly where your money's going.
Yeah, it's transparent.
It's a really cool idea.
And it creates, like, a ripple effect.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just fixing one problem.
Right.
You're helping the community in the long run.
By supporting education.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's not just about solving a problem. It's about building something better.
That's what Build for Your Future is all about.
Yeah.
Giving people the power to make a difference.
Through collaboration and new ideas. I gotta say, this whole STEAM education e-gift card idea, it's really stuck with me.
Yeah, it's pretty clever, right?
It is. It's like, instead of just focusing on the problem right in front of you,
Right.
you're thinking about how to make things better for, like, the long haul.
Exactly. Creating change that lasts.
It's like, instead of just putting a Band-Aid on it,
Right.
you're investing in solutions that could help, like, generations to come.
Totally. And it's not just about the money either, right? It's
Right.
about showing people that education matters,
Yeah.
that we believe in it.
Yeah, like it's a priority.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's making me think about all the issues we have in my own community.
Oh, yeah.
We always seem to go for those quick fixes,
Mm-hmm.
But what if we tried something like this?
That more holistic approach.
Yeah, like they do in the course.
Interesting. What do you think that would look like?
I don't know, but, like, what if we made learning a part of everything we do?
Okay, I like that.
Not just in schools, but everywhere.
Yeah, that's a great thought.
Like community centers with workshops on all sorts of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Coding, gardening, you name it. Or apprenticeships that connect businesses with students.
Right, right.
Even public art projects that get young people involved.
That's really cool. And imagine the impact.
Yeah. It wouldn't just be about solving one problem.
No, it would be about creating this, like, culture of learning.
Yeah. A community that values knowledge.
Absolutely.
This is getting me so excited. I want to tell my community group about all of this.
I think they'll be into it.
I think so, too. They're always looking for new ideas.
Well, and remember, even if you don't use their whole system,
Yeah.
there's still a lot you can take away from it.
Totally. Like understanding different mindsets, picking the right way to solve a problem, working together, all that stuff.
It can really change how we do things
For the better.
for the better.
Yeah. And that schemey gift card thing.
Right.
That's, like, such a good example of thinking outside the box.
Absolutely.
Sometimes the best solutions are the ones you least expect.
That's so true. We just have to be open to trying new things.
Yeah, I love that. This deep dive has been amazing.
It has been really interesting.
It really has. I feel like, I don't know, I have a whole new set of tools now.
Yeah.
And I'm, like, more hopeful about the future.
That's wonderful. Thanks for bringing this to us.
Oh, of course. And to everyone listening, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
We hope this has given you some ideas about how to collaborate and communicate better.
Absolutely.
Remember, we all have the power to make things better.
We do.
So go out there and collaborate, innovate, and make a difference.